All right, here we go. We're unwrapping or unboxing the Ridetech Street Grip Kit for your square body Chevy pickup truck, half ton. We're fixing to put this kit on the powder coated frame and see if we can't get this chassis together and then drop the LS motor and trans in it and get it ready to get the body back on it. This is a 1983 Chevy C10. First step is to put the bushings in the control arms that have already been powder coated. I've already got this one done, and I want to carry you over to the bench and show you what I did to address the powder coating issue. All right, this is one of the upper control arms. It's been powder coated, and to make the job a little bit easier, you want to remove the powder coating only. You're not trying to remove any of the material, any of the metal, just the powder coating. Gets it back to where it was in the factory, and it helps these bushings go on a lot easier. These are the Derwin bushings and the insert for your A-arm. So let's get this one put together, and then we'll do the back ones. All right, so here's how I do it. If it's set up properly and everything's got the right amount of clearance, it's pretty easy. I just put it in a shop press. I put some steel blocks under the bottom that catches the lip of the bushing, and then up here I've just got a piece of exhaust pipe that's a little bit smaller than the bushing, and a little bit of pressing, and it goes right on. All right, so here's the layout of the Ridetech Street Grip Kit for the square body Chevy truck. Powder coated frame, powder coated A-arms, miscellaneous powder coated parts, composite springs for the rear, adjustable shocks all the way around, and now it's time to put this thing together. That's what's going on in the shop today. All right, so far what I've done, and I did this prior to having the frame powder coated, I removed the stock bump stops for the rear end, and I went ahead and I had already drilled the hole where it told me that I needed to drill a hole. And I also removed the rear spring hanger, because that gets replaced by a new spring hanger. And by removing the factory spring hanger first and the factory bump stop first, I was able to get the powder coated done and everything be nice. So if you've got the luxury of doing that, great. If you don't, then you know, if you're doing a truck that's not going together as a restoration, then you're just gonna have to do some sanding and some painting and stuff back there. So anyway, that's where I've got that stuff done so far on both sides, and I'm gonna move on to the next step. In the front, you saw that I had already put together the upper and lower control arms, got all the bushings pressed in, the Derwin rubbers put in, you want to call them that, and then I went ahead and got new upper and lower control, or upper and lower ball joints. So all that stuff's ready to go, so let's keep on going. All right, so here's where I left off last night. I've got some parts that I've got over hanging in the paint booth drying. They would be the U-bolts and the spindles. And I have got everything else put together. I've got some upper nuts for the A-arms that are drying, and I've got the rear end that's hanging in the paint booth that I've got to put back together. And we'll get all of that done, probably off camera. And this little chassis will be a roller again. And then I've got to decide on what brakes we're gonna use. I usually use Wilwood. Got the rear end, finished painting it, got the brake lines installed on it, slid the rear end up underneath it. All right, so here's the kit with the upper and lower control arms and the springs installed.